Welcome everyone to a brand new video. In this video, I'll be showing you how to download the Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach into any of your iOS or Android mobile devices. So as you can see on my screen on my iPhone, to be very particular, I'm using an iPhone in this video, but that does not mean that this method is only compatible with iOS devices. It is compatible with both Android and iOS devices. It doesn't matter whichever device you're using. All you have to do is follow the steps I'll be showing you later in this video, and by following them correctly, you will be able to get this game Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach downloaded into any of your iOS or Android mobile devices. It's pretty simple, pretty quick, and will be pretty easy. All you'll have to do is just follow the video and watch this video to the end, and follow the steps I'll be showing you later in this video correctly and carefully, and execute them strictly on either of your Android and iOS devices, and you'll be able to get this game Five Nights at Freddy's downloaded into any of your iOS or Android mobile devices with ease pretty easily. So as you can see, I've opened this game on my phone, and it's running greatly. You know, the graphics are good, the colors are good, and look at that, it is amazing. And there is no lagging or something like that, and the graphics are pretty good. So you can get this game downloaded into any of your iOS or Android mobile devices. It means that it is downloadable and compatible with both Android and iOS devices. So you don't have to worry about whichever device you're using. Just follow the steps I'll be showing you later in this video, and by the end of this video, you will be able to get this game downloaded into any of your iOS or Android mobile devices, and as simple as that it is. So look at this, I have this game open on my iPhone, and it's going pretty good, and it's running pretty smoothly. You don't have to worry about how it runs or how it functions, as it is compatible with both Android and iOS devices. So basically, this game is not usually available for free on your iOS or Android mobile devices, but in this video I'm definitely showing you how to download it for free from a reliable source into any of your iOS or Android mobile devices. So let's just do it. And one more thing, guys. Now, like I said at the start of the video, I'm repeating this again because it's the most important part. Like, many of you will be thinking, and by seeing me using an iPhone, that this is only downloadable and compatible with only iOS devices, but that's not the case. It is downloadable and compatible with both Android and iOS devices, and all you'll have to do is just follow the steps I'll be showing you later in this video, and watch this video till the end, and by the end of this video, you will be able to get this game downloaded into any of your iOS or Android mobile devices. And that is how simple it is. Right, guys? And definitely, you guys would want to spare a few minutes, as this game is worth your time, and it's definitely a great, entertaining game. So the controls are pretty good. It's just like usual console controls. And so if you're making a transition from console games, controls won't be a problem for you, because you'll be able to cope with the controls pretty easily, as they're similar to what the console controllers feel like. You have two analogs, you have the D-pad, you have the triangle, square, circle, X buttons, and then you have plenty of other options as well. You can alter the controls, you can adjust the controls, and you can make them as user-friendly or as compatible to you, or you can say as accessible to you as possible. And you know, the sky's the limit for everything then. And this is my character. It's like a freaky monkey, something like that. And so look at that. I'm scrolling here and there. So this is basically the Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Amazing video, amazing game. So look at this guy. Definitely spooky, and definitely crazily spooky. There is no doubt in that. We agree that this is crazily spooky. And look at this. So this guy's saying something. Let's just avoid him, you know. He's saying something that is not worth listening, because we're not here to play the game. We're just here to sort of like see how to download this game into any of your iOS or Android mobile devices. Now, speaking of the steps are exactly the same for both Android and iOS devices, except for one point where Android users have to skip one step that is for iOS users, and for that I'll be showing you when and where to do so. Other than that, the steps are exactly the same, and they're easily executed on both Android and iOS devices, so don't worry about that either. Just hang in there, and so we can move on to the next part of the video. And in the next part of this video, what I'll be doing is that I'll be deleting this game from my phone so that we can go through the steps together. We go through the downloading process together, which will make the entire process easier for you guys to understand. And so when you'll be guys doing it again alone, it will be easier for you guys to execute and download this game pretty easily. So that is the main idea and the point. And so look at this. Okay, so this is the Five Nights at Freddy's. What I'll be doing is that Security Breach. I'll be closing this game right now. Just take a last look. I'll be closing it, and then move on to the steps. And now what I'll be doing, as promised, is that I'll be deleting this game from my phone so that we can move on to the steps, and that is going to be pretty simple. So let me just hold this bad boy and get that thing out of my phone. So that's it. And now first things first, you have to locate and open the settings of your phone, which is pretty simple. Go there and go down to your browser settings. Doesn't matter whichever browser you're using. Go down to your privacy and security section and make sure all the cookies have been unblocked by turning off the option that says block all cookies. This is step number 1, which is for both Android and iOS devices. Once you've done this, simply exit your browser settings and go back up to your general settings above Control Center. And this is only for iOS devices. Go to your background app refresh and ensure that it is on Wi-Fi and cellular data. Now this is the step where Android and iOS users have to sort of partition it for a second. Like, Android users will have to skip one step, and this is that step, because this is only for iOS devices. There's no background app refresh in Android devices. So once you've done this, now simply exit your background app refresh and go down to your battery settings. This is for both Android and iOS devices. And make sure that the power saving mod or the low power mod on either of your Android and iOS devices have been turned off. Now these are the 3 adjustments that you have to make within the settings of your phone, and once you've done that, open your browser, hit open the browser, whichever one for which all the cookies have been unblocked, and into the search engine bar, type this in pretty carefully and correctly. It is app deals, and then you click search. It is basically appdeals.top, and you go down in the list and search for whatever you need, and in this case it's Five Nights at Freddy's. It's going to be a simple search, and if you can't find anything in this list because this list is too long, just go to the search bar and type it in there. There we go, just found it. It says mobile version Android plus iOS, says rating of 4.7, Android and iOS compatibility. Click on it, and click on the download now button to start all the processes simultaneously, and just hang in there for it to complete. And so, right, so it has started the injection process, and once the injection process finishes, you will be asked to complete the single step, the last step, which is going to be super easy and quick, and so don't worry about that. And there's only for jailbreaking or rooting over here. It's that simple and straightforward as I'm showing you it is, and it's going to take, like, in most cases, a few seconds, but it might take up to a minute or two, but that's cool, just hang in there. And this is the last step. Basically, you have to complete 2 offers from the list below and follow the instructions to complete the injection process. And what I'll be doing is that I'll be completing 2 easiest to follow the offers, and my first one is going to be fetch rewards. I have to install this app and run it for 30 seconds. Now these apps are downloaded from the official store, so you don't have to worry about the sources. And so they've instructed me to run this app for 30 seconds, but I will run for 42 seconds to be on the safe side, and would recommend you guys to do the same as well. However, you might not notice it over here because the video has been fast forwarded to make it short. And so I would recommend you guys to do the same as well. And I've completed my offer number 1, and my offer number 2 is going to be another easy one in which I'll be taking a similar instruction. It's going to be Norton Secure VPN. I have to install this app and run it for 30 seconds. But again, I will run it for 42 seconds to be on the safe side, just like I said. And remember, once your contents have been downloaded, you may delete these extra apps to optimize your storage. And once you have completed both your offers, simply close everything and return to your homepage. And your game, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, will have been downloaded just the way it has been downloaded over here for me in these few simple steps. So I hope you liked the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, give this video a big thumbs up, share this video, and I'll see you next time in another cool video. Until then, take care of one another, enjoy this game, and peace out.